going on, everybody? This is the True Kings Podcast. It's your boy, Styles Lucas, Brother BTB, Mr. Light Bright, Mr. Chocolate, no fat milk, alright? And I'm joined by Brother Father Paul.
How y'all doing today? Close the doors.
Hey, Marvin said, calm down. We ain't get the $1,000 But today, brother, I want something a little differently. I got a question for you. All right.
Uh-oh. All
This is
right.
a question for everybody. Have you ever been told in your relationship life, even if it's not a relationship, even if you just mess with somebody, but more so a relationship, have you ever been asked or told, hey man, I think we need to take a break?
Oh, yes, I have, definitely.
Okay, so what do you think that means? Because to me, taking a break is one of a couple things. The first thing to me, when somebody says that they want to take a break, is they got somebody else lined up and they don't want to get rid of you just yet, but they want an excuse to go and mess with this other person. The second thing is, if a guy tells you they need a break, it's probably because you're pressuring them to do something they don't want to do, or because you're trying to emotionally get through to them, and that's just not how that person works. And then the third thing is, you don't want to be the one to break up with somebody, so you just say, let me take a break, and then you go and do your whole shit. So brother, what does that mean to you?
So, first of all, for everybody listening, the third one, I don't recommend. Just be straight up in this shit and let it be over with. Reason being, because people are out here really killing your ass for cheating. So don't even put yourself in that predicament. So we're going to get rid of the third one. And then as for, and this is speaking in the female term or female nature, he is very, more than 30% right that females will tell you, let's take a break because they definitely have someone in the picture that they're interested in. And by that, a great example for you would be as simple as this. You're at a job, you like the job, or the job may be decent, or you getting tired of that job. You have a friend or whatever that just told you about another job that you actually have the chance of getting, and you don't want to quit your job just yet because this other job is interesting, but you don't know until you work there. So it would be the same as you lying to your job or whatever, telling them you got COVID or taking a vacation for 4 or 5 days to go and try out that other job. The only difference is for a lot of females, by trying out, we talking about going on dates. Some we're talking about going on dates and having sex. So, you gotta really be a, know your chick, be an eye opener on that, and really see what's going on. Make sure, like, 'cause if she's bringing up we need to take a break or something, then there's definitely something going on. That's the problem. I'm not even gonna tell you, oh, she might genuinely want to take a break. Man, treat that shit as if she has got something going on, because why in the fuck can y'all not stay together and she work on herself or figure this shit out? Why do you guys need to be broken up? And usually being because if they get caught, which a lot of them fucking don't, because dudes be thinking these girls are heavenly like our mothers when it really ain't the truth. But a lot of these girls be out here doing some whole ass shit, and then we be thinking, oh, they wouldn't have done that shit to me or whatever like that. But you gotta remember, bro, females act off of emotion. So they might tell you, or they might feel bad or whatever later on down the road saying, I didn't mean to do it, I didn't want to do it. But trust me, in that moment, they meant every bit of what they did or what they planned on doing. And females always have a motive. So if she's telling you she want to take a break, best believe she's already talked this through. She's already probably told the guy that she's planning on taking a break with you, setting up for them to go out and hang out and do whatever. So, Just be on your P's and Q's with this shit, and you'll see the signs because they're always the small signs. Don't look for big signs. Look for the little signs. Her changing up the way she smell, wearing different earrings, buying new clothes or attire. Like you'll see it, man. You don't even gotta look. Or if you really want to fuck with her, tell her, "Hey, let me see your phone," and just look at her face.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely. And the part two to this discussion that I have is, okay, say you're not naive and your girl is being faithful to your knowledge. Is taking a break an excuse to go cheat because you guys aren't broken up? And like you said earlier, don't even allow the whole let's take a break, because automatically that's an incentive to, oh well, we're not together technically,
and you,
so
and you know what, brother? Like just to add a little side piece. So what you said, and I'm gonna let you continue. It's literally what my brother just said. Take a break. Break up. It's already there. She's already letting you know what's on her mind. If she wanted to take a break, that means she's already thought to herself that she would possibly break up with you or leave you. Because females usually, before they leave, they make sure they have someone right there in the corner, the next person to fuck with once they're done with you.
yeah, yeah, literally. It's like we talked about in the friend zone episode. She probably got 37 guys trying to hit her up or wait on you to mess up. And once you do something, even if it's something so stupid, once you do something so trivial to make her mad, and you hear that let's take a break, I promise you, guy number 35 that's been waiting for 5 years, it's his turn.
Yeah. And not only that, guys, another sign, and I don't want you guys to feel like this, and I'll get a little personal with y'all and kind of bring up something that happened to me in my past. Also, if a girl is talking about not necessarily taking a break, but if you guys have been arguing a lot and you start to find it like being around her and talking or whatever you're doing, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you need to get the fuck away from her because that means she's trying to find a reason to break up with you.
When that nitpicking starts coming out, that's when you
Yeah.
need to go ahead and say, nope, I'm good.
Like when you feel like anything you do, she's gonna flip on you, you need to get away because that means she's deliberately trying to figure out how she can break up with you or make it make sense to where she's the victim. Because remember, that's what it's always about with the female. Them being the victim, them seeming like the best girl, so that the next guy they go to, they can tell their sob story and start the same process over and over again. Because best believe, what a girl does, she does with every guy. That's why when a girl is done messing with one guy, the next guy you always notice they fuck with usually is someone that you don't know or her friends don't know, so that she can play that same game with them.
Right, because it only takes one dude to say, hey, bro, you know, homegirl did that same thing to my dude over here. And now that guy is looking at her like, nah, I'm good.
Yep. The dead ass. I mean, and I'll take it a step further for you guys. There was another girl, and this shit was crazy. There was another girl. She was actually, when I was talking to her, she was bragging actually. She actually admitted to me that one of the guys I ended up meeting, who is now my brother, shout out to you, Lucifer, you know who you are. Shout out to my boy. She was admitting to me how she took a break with him and that same night slept with her fuck buddy. So that just lets you know right there, like, this is what they really be on. This is the type of time they be on. You gotta really, we can't be naive and we can't think that these chicks are like our mother, because you gotta remember too, your mother loves you a certain way because you're her son or you're her daughter. But we gotta remember this, and this gonna hurt you to think about, but our mothers were the same way. A lot of our mothers did some fucked up shit. It's different being the son to a mother versus your mother being out there fucking with other dudes and shit. So you gotta remember that because we like to think of a female who we like being like our mom, thinking, oh, she won't do us wrong, or she won't be messing with this dude or this dude, but that's not the case.
Right. And going off that mother thing, yeah, they may have done that in the past. I'm not saying every female is guilty of this, but you know, the ones that you see now, the good moms, the successful moms, the happy moms, they grew out of that. And that's where today's generation seems to be falling short, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I leave you guys with this question, and I want you to see some comments answering this question. Is it better for you as a male to accept taking a break with the female, or is it better for you to cut your losses and say, nah, man, we're not doing that because I know what time you're on? And on that note, we gonna let this one end. It's been an interesting one, brother.
Yes, sir. It surely was.
Yes, sir. As per usual, we want you guys to like, follow, share, subscribe, all of the above. Leave some comments. Please answer the question. I like audience engagement. And we will see you on the next one.